What's up, guys? Just a quick editing note before we get started. This video turned out a lot longer and I ended up asking a lot more questions than I really expected to. So I'm going to put individual timestamps for each question in the description. So if you don't want to watch the whole video, just want to watch or just curious about a certain question, you can go down there and just click on that. It'll take you right to it. If you do want to watch the whole video, it's going to start now. Hello and welcome to Equipment Check. I'm Sean.
I am William.
Today we're doing something a little different than what we normally do. I'm going to actually look at the camera, hopefully. But we're doing, it's almost like a movie review, but it's not quite. It's less about the movie and more about what we feel about the movie, our overall thoughts on the subject matter, I guess, in the movie. And more specifically Will's, because I don't really have too much experience.
Are you sure?
This kind of thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think he's not sure.
So anyway, let's get right into it. Let's just jump into it.
Just dive in.
So the movie's Love, Simon. It is. I don't know. You're the one that was more into it. You were more excited about it. I just kind of saw it by chance.
By chance?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Love, Simon, a lot of people consider it a gay film, but the people who produced the movie don't really want to consider it a gay film, or not even. It's more of a coming of age story, but they don't want to really consider it a gay film because they want to get out of the idea of gay movies, straight movies, or things like that.
And that's exactly why I wanted you to do this, because I would have right off, oh yeah, it's a gay movie?
Yeah, well, it's still considered a gay film still, but they're trying to get out of the idea of just movies that are just about this or just about that. There's like a regular movie where the main character happens to be gay. And just because of that, it doesn't have to have a gay. It can have gay subject matter in it for people who try to find movies online. But the idea of it is, it's not just a gay film, but more of a coming of age story or a rom-com kind of a movie, more than anything else.
All right.
So that's why I kind of like the idea of how they're trying to get out of the fact of how they stereotype this one film into something, which is really cool how they did that.
And that actually leads me really well into the first question, so I'll just do that first, and then I'll let you get into, like, more into other things.
Okay.
What do you feel, like, currently about, like, how gays are portrayed in, like, movies, TV, even books and stuff? Like, do you think it could be better, or not quite?
Well, one big thing I have to point out is, one thing that I hate a lot is when people say things like, oh my god, what's the good example? It was this film I was watching, and this TV series I was watching, and people were like, come on, creators, make him gay, oh my god. But it's the idea of how, it's like, I'm not gonna say by people, but it's the idea of how, it's against viewpoints of how, yes, there is cool to see a lot more characters and a lot more stories in movies in which people have different orientations and different lifestyles, which is great. But one thing I hate, I don't know if anyone else feels the same way as I do, but I hate that everyone has to make everything, quote, gay as other people say it.
Yeah.
Or they have to put people's sexuality into everything, where it's like, hey, I'm going to make this character this way because I want to make a quota, or I want to make people feel like they're represented. I want to know. If it does not, because like I'm also into theater a lot, if it doesn't fit the character, don't do it. Don't just do it because, hey, let me just make a random character and make him gay. No. You have to make it fit the character, fit the story, and have it all come together. You can't just create something just because people demand it, because then the story is dead, and it's an embarrassment to the community it's trying to represent.
So, Love, Simon, it's obviously, like, you can tell from the trailers, it's a lot about just being the experience of being gay, like, in high school, and being closeted, and then kind of getting to where you come out. So, you have a story about that, obviously.
I guess the story he's trying to get into, it's, from, his guy's doing the video editing, so, from this second, skip until this time, because this is going to be kind of a quick spoiler of the movie. So if you don't want to hear, if you haven't seen it yet and don't want to see any spoilers, click. You're going to see the timer you're gonna see like up above in this middle area.
I'll
you're gonna
probably just put a timestamp on it.
You're gonna see a timestamp basically telling you, click there. And it's gonna jump you past the spoiler. Anyways, in the movie, near the end of the movie, Simon's character meets someone named Martin, and Martin likes one of his good friends. I think her name is Abby, but she doesn't like him. But he sees, because in Love, Simon, the movie's about Simon who emails someone secretly who named Blue, who came out on the school's secret website, basically almost like Yik Yak, almost like school secrets. Basically, he came out, but his name was Blue. He didn't really come out for his full name. And this Martin character saw the emails and was blackmailing him, telling me, "Hey, help get Abby and I together, or else I'm gonna out you." And so he was helping them out throughout the entire movie, trying to set them up. They actually became pretty good friends, somewhat, which is good. But I mean, I think Abby,
I wouldn't.
I think Abby and Martin were decent.
Abby and Martin.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Abby and Martin became, even after the incident, they were still kind of good friends. But the one part why this movie kind of stuck with me a lot is because, I guess it could be represented in different ways, but when I was coming out, I believe it was junior year of high school. It was when I
fake names.
I know, of course. Junior year of high school, I realized what I was. I only told a short amount of people, and then there was this one person of unidentified gender, and their name was Sean, and they
okay. Yeah, let's just go with that.
Yeah, and then fine, Sean A. So Sean A.
Why Sean? Just come up with a different name.
Fine, you try this one name. No, this funny. So Sean, this person, I told them, they were really excited for me. Don't get me wrong, they were really excited for me, but too much to a point where they were telling all their close friends, "Oh my God, I'm so proud of Will because this. I'm so proud of Will." So it wasn't in a negative offense, but still in a way this happened. I knew it happened for sure because in my one class later in the day, the teacher's name, Mr.
Jeff
Kumotora. Mr. Kumotora.
She is Mr. Jeff.
Fine, Mr. Jeff was teaching class, and I was having my head down because, like, I just came out to a couple of people, and it was a rough day for me. I wasn't really dealing with the two as very well, but then Sean was in the same class as me, and then this person told Mr. Jeff, and then Mr. Jeff came to me and said, "Hey, Will, I think I know why you're upset." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Oh, because Sean told me this." I'm like, "Wait, what?" Then Mr. Jeff was like, "Yep, Sean told me this." I was pissed because I'm like, "What the hell?" And then turns out Sean told multiple people throughout the day, a couple really close friends, a couple just some of my friends, but just told them. Again, it wasn't in a negative offense, but it was in a way where they took that away from me, because in the movie, the biggest part that really cut me a little bit was how Simon was screaming at Martin saying, "You took me coming out away from me. You took that away from me." So I feel like in a way that was taken away from me because I still got to come out to my parents. I still got to, that's a funny story how I did that. But I still got to come out to a couple people, which is good. But the fact that in the majority I was like half out in that way was kind of sucky. But I'm not mad at Sean. I mean, Sean and I haven't talked since high school, but I'm not pissed at them. But I'm just wishing they would have allowed me the chance to open myself up a little bit more.
I feel like this is supposed to be some kind of joke that's just falling flat. The whole using Sean as a fake name.
No,
I
love it. If you love it, leave it in the comments.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're done with the spoilers for the most part, I think. So we're getting into just questions. This is just pretty much how Will feels about the movie, how it is as like a piece of media, and how it pertains to like his actual life and stuff like that. So you kind of touched on this, but do you feel that Love, Simon accurately represented what it's like to be closeted and to come out?
I feel yes, because there are points in the I don't want to post spoilers from the movie, but there are points as to where if you're questioned about it, then you get really defensive about it and you try to ignore the idea, and then it's to a point where when someone were to find something out about you, and you want to hold it in too much, and you don't want to, even though the person found out, you want to still hold on to it because you don't want it to get out. The idea for that, and just the idea of how just trying to, even if you are out to some people, trying to be open about the way you act because you want to, but then you're worried about what's around you, and just trying to figure out people you might care about or like is harder because when you start opening up more about who you are, it sucks because you're like, hey, maybe I like this guy, maybe I like this guy, but is it this person? Is it the person I like? I don't know. Do they feel the same way? And then it's like you want to make a move, but then you don't want to make a move because if you make a move, you're surrounded by people, so people will find out. So you're trying to find out a way where you're not really giving up much of a vibe, or you're not really trying to let yourself out there, which is why people are morally being by themselves a lot.
Alright, so you think it's like generally representative?
Yes,
of it?
I think it is.
That's cool. Like when I was watching it, I wasn't really sure. Like it was a good movie, but I could literally only see it like as a good movie because I don't really have the experience to back it up. So I didn't know if it was like actually correct or if it was just a good movie. They talked about this a little bit in the movie, but I kind of want to know how you feel about it and like what your experience was with it. So like, how did you know that you were gay? Like what kind of triggered that? What made you think like, okay, for sure, my guy. All right, let me just.
Around 4th, 5th grade elementary school, I know I had a secret, but I didn't know what it meant. I told my friend Keith, and the secret was I like seeing guys shirtless, but I had no idea what it meant.
Right.
And then Keith was like, "Oh, okay," didn't really understand it. And then came middle school. I half flirted with girls. I almost dated a girl, and then like, but anyways, come freshman year of high school, I did date a girl for a day, but it was
a day. It doesn't
but
count.
Jessica used me to get her ex-boyfriend back, anyways. But regardless of that,
God, what a bitch, Jessica.
I saw a poster that. I remember I saw a poster. It was in the upstairs left. I think the left wing of the high school. It said, "I may be straight, but I'm not empty-minded. Join the. Did I just say your high school name by mistake? If I did, leave it out. But in my high school, in the hallway, I saw, "I may be straight, but I'm not empty-minded. Join the blank high school GSA." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you could just say like the GSA.
Yeah. Well,
that's a pretty standard thing.
And I'm like, oh, what is that? So a couple days later, I went to the school library, looked up GSA, enter. Immediately, I saw the like gay, straight, gay, gay, gay. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, I mean, it probably said gay straight alliance.
Oh yeah. But I saw, but the words coming to me are just gay, gay, gay. Like, what is that? And then I looked it up, found out what it was.
Wait, you didn't know what gay was?
No, like I knew what it was, but didn't understand it really.
All right.
Because like again, most of my life I was shut in my house a lot, but
All right. That's fair.
Yeah, but then I figured it out. I'm like, okay, what does this mean? What's this mean? And then it was really hard for me because I was struggling with something. And what made me realize it for sure was sophomore year. I think I had the actual date saved. I made sure to save the date for myself.
Oh, it's not too important to the story.
Fine, whatever. I'll do then. It was mid-January.
We're trying to move this along.
Sorry. It was mid-January, and a movie came out. After my entire family left somewhere, this movie aired on Lifetime. Paris or Bobby. starring one of my favorite actresses ever, Sigourney Weaver. She's from the Alien franchise too. No.
Man, this whole thing's just going to shit, isn't it?
But anyways, in that movie, if you haven't seen Parents of Bobby, it's about a kid who's Christian, and his family doesn't accept him. And I don't want to get more into it, but it's very, very, very depressing. It ends up about how his mother could accept him. And that movie, like, had me in tears. I was really upset. My parents came home, like, at the last 10 minutes of it. And I called my friend, I can't use that. That's his actual name. I called my friend
Jeff. Everybody's name is Jeff.
I called my friend Link, and he was there like, "What's up, Will?" And then I was like freaking out. He was actually the first person I've told at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I told him. I called him. I was in tears. I was crying about it. He's like, "What's wrong?" I told him, like, straight up. I just said, "I think I'm gay." He's like, "Wait, what?" Because then, like, I explained to him. I explained what I saw. I explained to him. He said, "Okay," and I was like, "Fine." And that was like during like break, like midwinter break.
Yeah.
So after I came back from school the next day, he was there in the hallway. He's like, "Hey, well, you okay?" He goes, "Yeah." And then we talked for a bit, and he was very, very, very helpful for me. The next, I don't want to say him. I guess we were on the same sports team. I don't want to say what sport we're doing, but if you know me, it's obvious. And someone else in the sports team was actually the second guy I told. So those two guys are both helping me get through this, which is really, really cool.
Okay.
And it's, for me, especially, I would say my sport, me especially being on the swim team was hard because what?
Every school has a swim team. It's not exclusive.
I know, but people know me, but I think that doesn't matter. I said me being on the sim team was hard because being on the sim team with that stereotype of the locker room scene is awful. Because I'm worried if people find out, would I be kicked off the team? Would he not want to get changed around me? Can I still want to get involved in some kind of swimming career? Can I still be a lifeguard? Can I still be a swimmer? What can I do? Because...
Yeah, that is a good point, because, like, the locker rooms at our school got pretty bad.
Yeah. And the fact is, like, what can I do? But, like, that's basically the thing. That movie is... Sorry, I hit you.
No,
this movie is the movie that helped me figure out who I was. And that's why I love it, like, to death.
So I'm actually going to add a question, because it kind of made me think of something. Like, did people treat you differently once they knew? Like, especially when it comes to, like, locker rooms and stuff like that?
Yes and no. Some people made jokes, but, like,
Jesus Christ, what just happened?
Some people made jokes, but people always make gay jokes in the locker room.
Yeah.
This one guy, he was on the team, but he's not anymore. I'm not gonna say anymore, but this one guy.
Obviously, he's not anymore. We're out of high school. We've been out of high school
I'm in the mind of what happened.
Okay.
Okay, like, as in, like, oh, he's not on anymore, but, like, basically he's almost done. Cut out the part. Anyways, there's one point where we're getting changed in the locker room, and this guy, like, whipped his... I didn't see he was behind me. Whipped this out and walked, like, right behind me and waved it around at me, apparently, when I was getting changed. And, like, everyone else was laughing, but I didn't know what was going on. I just wanted to get out of the locker room. It pushed me to a point where I wanted to be first and last out in the first, out of the locker room. First in, first to get changed, first out to the gym or pool or whatever. First in to get changed and first out of the area. Because I was afraid if I was in there any longer, people would say, "Hey, Will, why are you in here so long? Are you checking me out?"
Alright.
And that was really hard for me. For, like, the next year and a half, I was, like, quick about everything to make sure I don't want to get anyone offended.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
I kind of remember some of that. I think we were in the same gym class for a little bit.
Yeah. Bear in mind, it's better now. Because, like, now I'm very involved in swimming. I'm coming up on my 10 years of coaching swimming. And during the summer job during the swimming, I'm around people all the time in the locker room. I'm around people all the time, just in swimsuit, just sitting around. People feel comfortable around me. They're not going to be like, "Hey, Will, what are you looking at?" No, because I know I respect them. And just because someone's in a swimsuit doesn't mean I'm going to check them out.
And another added question, we're kind of getting up here on the questions. How do you feel about the general stigma that, like, oh, you're gay, you must like every single guy ever?
Oh, I do.
Oh.
I'm just joking.
Okay. Well, I mean, if the shoe fits.
I mean,
could you stop kicking the light?
It's the fact of where we have different tastes. Because I have taste about something. I have a friend that says my tastes suck, but like, what would he know?
Well, I mean, your tastes generally do suck.
No, they don't. But anyway, it's the fact to where it's because of the light from the windows shining.
Oh yeah.
It's the fact as to where I'm not gonna like every single guy. Yes, a guy could be attractive. I could be walking to work, and a guy walks past me like shirtless, jogging. I could just like quick glance over there. I mean, if you're a guy and see a girl, quick glance. It's not like I'm not gonna be like, woo, damn.
Just catcalling guys going down the street.
No,
don't you do that?
It's called dog calling.
Oh, a dog.
I'm just joking.
I thought I learned something new. Damn it.
But anyways, like, of course, if you see something attractive, you're gonna look at it quickly. But it's not gonna be like, I love every single guy. It's not gonna be to a point as to where a guy walks up to me, he's like, ooh, I have a thing with my mind where I think of every single possible outcome. I hate telling people if I think they're attractive or not, because I think this could lead to this, to this, to this, to this, to this, then to this, then to this. And the other side goes to this, and they loop back together. So I think of every possible outcome. So just because people are attractive or not doesn't merit to the fact, but that stigma how behind everyone always saying you have to like every guy is stupid. Almost like how girls always have to like guys always have to like every girl. You just you like who you like, and there's you have like every guy. And the fact that guys are always like, yo man, you're checking me out, stop doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of like saying like if you're a straight guy, like you like every girl, no holds barred, or same way other way around. Like if you're a straight girl, you like every single guy, no exceptions whatsoever. It's, I don't know, I think that's kind of ridiculous. And they did touch on that in the movie, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Fine.
But yeah, I don't know, it's just a weird societal thing that I feel like it'll go away.
I mean, as a people treating me different, when I was not really outed in school and never talks, now I am out and now we are talking. So apparently you're talking to me now because I'm gay.
I guess. I don't know. That's not really accurate. That's cherry picking, but whatever.
I know what the game's called.
So.
No, I give an actual fact and I can believe me.
Yeah, that's probably true. So, I mean, this is going to be a hard question to answer because it's going to be different for everybody. But, like, what are some kind of tips for coming out? Like, if somebody knows they're gay, they want to come out to people, how do they go about that?
Are they trying to find out if they're gay, or are
they already know that they're gay? Like, they're already sure of it, but they want to, like, start letting their friends, family, stuff like that know.
I'd say at first, the way I would do it, I would have done if I had a chance to, I would say it to myself multiple times. I'd write it down, of course, place where no one can find it. I'd write it down and read it out loud to myself, because, like, a lot of people like, this is why I have slight trouble, or have trouble still today and somewhat other times, to be who I am. A lot of people come out and figure out they're gay, but before they fully realize, not like how gay they are, but before they fully realize why they are or who they really are, they just tell everyone, hey, I'm gay, and come out right away. It's a good rip off the band-aid, but if you don't really know why you're gay, you have to really understand who you are and why you're gay. You can't just be like, oh, I am this now. If you don't understand it yourself, and then don't do it yet, you have to fully understand it yourself first. Because if you don't, then you're just going to be throwing it out there, and then everyone else is going to be trying to put their judgments on why you are, and then you're going to take in from what they're saying and say, okay, maybe I'm some of that, I'm some of that, I'm some of that. Figure yourself out reasons why you are first, and try to put together parts of you that feel certain ways before you come out. Because once you know who you are fully and why you are and things you are, and then it's easier for you because you've come to terms with it and you've been able to fully represent yourself in your way, by your standard, by your stereotypes, by your view, besides, hey, I'm gay, incoming viewpoints.
Alright, that's actually surprisingly good advice. So, like, you kind of want to have things to back it up. You want to be ready for like any questions they might have and stuff like that. Essentially,
just for for who you are. Because like if you didn't know me and I'm just like, hey, I'm gay, then you're like, oh, I know what gay is. Gay is this. Me, who didn't say like what kind of gay am I? I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, I am that. Ooh, I am that, because you didn't do enough research or enough understanding for yourself to figure out what you like. Now everyone else giving you ideas is making you. I need something to confirm that. I need something to accept that. I need something to be for being gay. So
right.
I don't have anything. So I just came up right away. Let me take what everyone else is telling me because they're stereotypes, and I have to be a stereotype. I had to play a stereotype.
All right. Yeah, that's really good advice.
Saying I get surprised I get good advice.
Yes, I am actually.
Besides that, I would say talking to someone who's close. For me, I did something very, very risky. It was someone I've known for years in the swim team, but it was very risky. But I just had to tell someone. If you have to tell someone right away. Tell someone you trust. Don't tell a Sean that will tell all their friends. Tell someone you trust all the way. Even in Love, Simon, you're going to put a timestamp here to skip. Again, another timestamp to skip this part.
Okay.
Timon told Abby he was gay before he told Emily. Emily is his best friend. I didn't tell my best friend first because it's the idea of this person I've known for a while. How about a good 5 or so years, or 2 or 3 years, whatever. It's good. Like he knew Abby for a year or 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
Yeah, 6 months. If they freak out about it or they hurt you, you still have a best friend, and you don't want because like I didn't tell my best friend for like he was like one of the last people I told because I didn't want to lose I was hanging on to what we were for so long. So I guess tell someone you really, really, really trust and have them work on it with you. Watch this movie. This movie will help you. It's so depressing, but this movie helped me. Loves Prayers for Bobby. This movie helped me figure out who I was. Because everything Bobby went through, I went through. Love, Simon really helped me find parts of me that I was unsure about and just forgetting about my past.
Yeah, and obviously it's going to be different for everybody, but like even just having like media like this around to kind of help you out, it's got to be beneficial. Like it's got to be better than just not having anything at all.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what it was like probably when you were going through it. Like aside from Prayers for Bobby. That was an interesting point though, the best friend thing, because like when he did that in the movie, and we're going back into spoilers, I'm probably just going to skip over all of it. When he did that in the movie, I'm just like, bitch, why you gotta do Emily like that? I was kind of curious, like, why he chose to do it that way, but it does make sense.
But as he said, it will be more real. Because there's someone you've been close... Like, my really, really close friend at the time, we're still good friends, not as close anymore, but I've known Joshua since 2nd grade up until 11th grade, no 10th grade at the time. So for so many years, and like as Simon said, it would be more real because you're like family to that person. You're so close to them. Telling your best friend makes it more real. Once you start telling people you're close with the family, it becomes more real.
All right.
As Simon says in the movie.
So like when you tell people that you're gay, what's the best and worst reactions possible? Because like there was one scene in the movie where somebody came out, not Simon, I'm just gonna, so it's technically not spoilers, but yeah, there was a scene in the movie where somebody came out and the reaction was like, oh my god, I had no idea, and shit like that.
Wow, what a total shock.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yeah,
I had no
like,
idea.
Bitch, you fake.
That was...
Yeah. So, like, is that what you want? Do you want to...
It's... In a way, the person who comes out, like, the character, the character who happened to, I feel like the character half knew they were being fake, but it's the idea of where if people are obvious to the fact you are, they're still trying to give you, even though they knew about it, they're still trying to give you, because not that I really wanted one, but a lot of people still want a reaction.
Right.
They're giving you the reaction you want. Like a reaction like, oh my god, really? Like they're giving you the reaction, trying to get a bitch to go, yes, okay, there we go, it's done.
Yeah.
I'm saying, oh, okay. It's like, did you hear me?
Yeah, I guess like the real reason I put that on there is pretty much for that, because like if somebody I knew just came up to me and was like, hey, I'm gay, I just kind of freeze up. I'd just be like, okay, what am I supposed to do with that information?
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
saying go overboard. Like, oh my god. But I'm saying if someone comes out to you,
Give them some kind of reaction.
Give them a reaction, but you'd be like, wait, are you? Like, for me, it's hard for me to say, but for me, if someone were to come out to me, what I would usually say is, if I'm trying to be into a character where I'm straight, if you're like, someone goes, I'm gay, I would be like, wait, are you gay? Yeah. And then I'd ask them more about it. I'd say like, I want to be like, oh, I want to be like, what makes you gay? I'd be like, oh, like, why do you think that? I mean, what's up? Like, I talk to them like, what's up? Basically because...
Oh, so should you get into it?
I would personally get into it.
All right.
Because if someone comes to you and says, I'm gay, you could tell by the way they're saying it. If it was more like, Sean, I'm gay. It was more like that. And the tone I'm saying, how quick I'm saying it, you could probably guess you may be the first, if not one of the first person they're telling this to get a reaction or just to say something.
Okay.
If someone says, hey, Sean, you know I'm gay, right? That's more like me saying, okay, I'm more comfortable about it. But I think if someone just comes up to you straight up and says, hey, I'm gay, like really quick, it's like really out there, I think they're kind of coming to you saying, they're not saying I'm gay. Reaction, they're saying, I'm gay, I'm confused, please help me. I want someone to talk to. The way I see it is, they're asking for someone to talk to. They're asking for some feedback. They want someone they could trust. They want to have someone to just be there for them. That's the way I'm seeing it.
Huh. I'm learning a lot in this. Because, like, honestly, like, I would either freeze up or I'd just be like, oh, good for you. I'm happy you're finally, like, saying it and stuff like that. And just kind of leave it at that.
Well, saying, like, I'm happy you found who you are, but, like, it just depending on how they say it to you, you have to understand, okay, how dire do they say it to you? If it sounds like
try to read them, see if they're like,
struggling,
looking to talk to you.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So there's that. You kind of answered it a little bit, but like if you just meet somebody, or if you're just starting to be friends with somebody, like at what point would you tell them that you're gay? You don't have to give like an actual time frame, but like.
Well, let me see. My friends and I are playing D&D. This one guy joined in D&D. He was there for like 2 hours. He left. Next week, came back. My friends out on me. They said, "Come on, bro, you're so freaking gay."
Yeah.
And then it's like, wait, what? He goes, and I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I was gay. But it's almost to a point as to where their friends don't really. It's a point as to where I am out, but like I don't like going around to people saying I'm gay. I'm gay.
All right.
People come to me and say, "Hey, Will, it's very obvious," but really, it's not that obvious. When I'm around people I've known for years, people could say, "Oh, it's obvious," because they have stereotypes. They point at people, but like, there are people I meet who have no idea. I was working as someone when I went to work. It took 4 months before people knew I was gay there.
All right, so kind of like a case-by-case basis, just...
Yeah, but it's just to a point as to where...
Feel it out.
Yeah,
and...
I don't even really say I am. If someone asks me, I'm going to say, oh, yeah, I am.
All right.
I might say, I am, what's up? Or I might be like, hey, yeah, I am. Is that cool? I was like, yeah, I am. What's wrong with me? I don't know. It depends on how they say it to me. I'll try to, again, my mind racing. I'll try to figure out, do they say they're questioning, they're curious? Are they saying it to me because they're offended?
Yeah, that's kind of a hard question to ask you because
but it's like just
you overthink things. But
yeah, but for me, I'm just usually, if you don't ask me, I'll say it. I don't flaunt it. I don't just walk in a room. I'm going to a convention in a couple weeks.
You don't just jump off the counter and say that you're gay?
Yeah. I have a convention in a couple weeks. I have an event, hopefully it gets planned. I'm not going to sit there and the first person walks in, I'm gay!
I'm gay.
Like, no, I don't flaunt it.
All right, and kind of like
Oh my god.
I can kind of understand like with the D&D setting because like it kind of in our group of friends, it's just kind of a part of you. It's not really like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not really like a big thing or anything. It's just kind of like part of who you are.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think that's the last big question. The last ones are kind of going to be like quick.
Okay.
So, there was a bit of a scene in the movie where this happened. But it was just kind of like an aside thing. Did you ever feel pressure to like act or dress gay?
More so in the recent years.
Okay.
More so as to where I'm like, because like more so recently actually, because I actually been off pop. I've had 3 milkshakes. I mean, no. I'm trying to think about this. Like for example, I've been off pop for almost a month. I've had 3 milkshakes. So besides that, I've been 100% off pop.
You're getting in better shape.
Yeah,
That's the point.
I haven't had. Besides, I went to Chinese buffet recently. I haven't no fire foods. Basically, trying to get better shape. Like
yes.
This shirt I'm wearing, you see me filming trying to fix my buttons. I've been trying to buy more.
I figured that was just a nerves thing.
No, I'm just trying to dress more like, not that I am, but it's almost like a stereotype as to where people who are gay have to have a sense of fashion and how they look. And my hair, I do have some fashion. My hair is ridiculously terrible right now, but
it almost looks blonde on camera, so you can kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But it's the fact as to where you just don't want, where you just try to somewhat meet the stereotype, but alter it in a way for yourself.
All right, so like still be individual, but
yeah,
you still kind of want to signify, and like in a way, you kind of want to
represent in some way.
Yeah, and in a way, you just kind of want to dress nice when you're in better shape. Like,
yeah, like, I'm not losing weight yet, but like
stuff like that.
I feel healthier. I mean, I haven't had pop almost a month. I feel a lot healthier.
Oh, you feel so much better when you stop pop. I need to get on that again because I felt so good when I was running.
If I could do it, you could do it.
Yeah, I know. I've just been too lazy. So.
Say it to me all the time. Let's cut the part out.
All right. This was kind of a joke in the ad, and it was also a joke in the movie, but they put it right in the ad. So why don't you think people come out as straight?
Because it's the standard. It might be I think last time I was trying to guess, there's gonna be a thing that happens in the future, because nowadays people are starting to identify their children as binary. So like, a couple of parents actually identify their kids as binary, and they're waiting for their kids, for example, to come out and says, "Hey, I'm a male, I'm a female." Mm-hmm. There's also times where people are waiting to see what happens for their kids, and it's the idea of how since straight is like the set, white straight middle class male.
All right.
For instance.
So basically, it's like the standard.
Yeah. There's this video I watched recently. If I can find it, I'll try to find it tonight and post a link if I can. We'll post a link to it in the description.
Oh, that's a good.
It's
thing. Yeah, we'll probably have like some resources and stuff.
It's a flipped world where everyone's gay, and this girl has a crush on the guy.
All right.
And it's a different opposing viewpoint of what would it be like if the roles were reversed.
Neat.
And it's the idea, the idea of going back to what you were saying is just how people feel that they have to. That if people had to come out just no matter what, it'd be harder, but it's harder for other people. But just the idea of why does it have to be a set choice? Why can't people just be somebody?
I'm actually glad you phrased that like you did, because that's kind of why I put that on here. It would kind of be neat, like if really it could start now, like if your kids are kind of getting to age, because when your kids start to show interest in like any type of relationship, like romantically, because like they just get to an age, they'll be fine one day, and like all of a sudden they'll start like caring about girls or guys, whatever the case be. It would be kind of neat if like it was a societal norm to, when you realize that your kid starts getting interested in having relationships and stuff like that, you just sit down with them and say, like, how do you feel?
Yeah. Or even in the future where people can still be gay and straight, or the idea of where that doesn't exist anymore. It's just the idea as to where I go home one day, hey, this is my boyfriend, Joshua. Oh, hi, Joshua. Hi. We did what you want. Break up. Come back. Hey, this is Lisa. Hi, Lisa. It's not even like, wait, are you bi? Are you straight or gay? It's just, I'm dating.
Yeah.
That's it.
So do you think it would be helpful to, like, have conversations like that with your kids, or do you think it would actually hurt? Because
I think
it could kind of go both
if you were a parent or you have children,
we might need a dedicated video just on this.
Yeah. I'll get more into it if we do make another video, but I think as a parent, you do at some point, like, I think I would say like, early high school, the latest, like late middle school, the earliest. Sit down with the kids and tell them about different lifestyles they could take and tell them basically it's okay.
All right.
I mean, if you're a parent who's going to sit there and tell your kids, you won't be watching this channel if you didn't agree with it. But like...
You wouldn't have gotten this far in this video.
But like, just sit down with the kids and tell them it's okay. And tell them, I'm there for you, even if you won't come to me first. Find someone else to go to. Because basically telling your kids about that, or if you tell your kids you accept them from the start, if you're not, great. If you are, then right away, it might take away from them in a bit, them coming out to you, but in a way, it'll be just like being like, oh, look at that. I know they'll be okay with it still. So it's a little bit of a relief on me, somewhat, to figure that out for my life.
So instead of just, like, sitting them down and asking, like, what they're interested in, essentially you want to just, hey, these are certain lifestyles you can choose.
Yeah. Basically, you're telling them, here are your choices. Choose what you see fit and do what you want in your life. Instead of saying, what are you into? Because like you're playing the guessing game, saying, okay, oh, you're okay, you kind of like guys a little bit. So I'm kind of thinking you're gay, maybe. It would tell them, okay, you can tell me what you like if you want, but these can happen in your lives. This can happen, this can happen. Just figure it out that way. You're telling them the paths they can take. If you're looking at them and saying stuff like, what are you interested in? And then you're stereotyping, you're basing off of what they say, and you're kind of confirming a decision for them.
All right. Yeah, we probably will do a separate video on this in the future. Because
but we hobby should end this.
Yeah, I've got one last quick question. It's going to be really quick, and then we can wrap up, all right?
I think I know what it is.
So who's your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush? Oh, shit.
What, did I blindside you there?
Yes, a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Nick Robinson, the guy who plays Simon, is pretty. Oh my god, I think I know who it. Oh my god, I really don't know. I really don't know. Honestly, I don't really have one.
All right.
If I had to choose one right away, what's his name? I'd say.
We'll skip.
I mean, yeah, I like Logan Lerman.
All right. I don't know who any of these people are. I'm gonna Google it later and just throw a picture up. Like.
I mean, I do like Logan Lerman.
Oh, all right.
From the guy who played in the Percy Jackson movies. Also, Perks of Being a Wallflower. I also like. Forgot what his name is. What's his character's name? I also.
Well, you're looking that up. I'll do mine. It's Oh no, Suzuki Airi, she's a like Japanese idol.
What's his name? I also like Freddie Highmore.
All right.
And it's hard because like these are just off the bat who I think it's cute, but like, I don't really like to really jump in there and say, oh my god, this person. But it's just like, I don't know. I really don't know for sure though, honestly.
All right. Well, that was just kind of a for fun question. I didn't expect you to think that hard on it, but
so
whatever.
I really don't have one really.
All right.
I mean, I think I have some people I think are cute, but that's it.
That's
but we really have to go now because I have to head somewhere.
Yep. So we're gonna wrap this up. We just decided to do this video just essentially so we could talk about stuff. I know Love, Simon was a big movie for Will as he kills the lighting.
I'm really tan.
So it's just the lighting.
Yeah.
I just figured we'd do a quick video on it, kind of break format and see what's... Kind of break format and just kind of talk about stuff.
If you have any questions at all, you can DM me on Twitter. You could tweet at us. You could leave a comment in there. If you guys want, maybe one day I could even have a live stream where we go further into this. If you guys need someone to talk to through that, you could all jump in there and you could ask me questions yourselves, and I could ask me questions that you're struggling with or do you want to know, and I can answer them through there.
Yeah, like we'll have our email down in the description. We'll have all our social links down in the description. I'm actually probably gonna throw a few resources if we have any, and just the stuff we mentioned just down there, just for you to have, just to kind of look at, like if you're just unsure or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like you said, you can, if you're questioning, you can DM us. Will knows more about it than I do, so he'll probably answer. But yeah, other than that, if you like this format, if you like us doing different things like the video, subscribe if you want to, and comment anything you feel about it.
And if
Really?
you like Love Simon, make sure you watch Love Simon if you haven't seen it yet. It's still in theaters for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Love Simon in
It
theaters
still is
now.
such a great movie. Spoilers, shocking, and not shocking ending, but it's a good ending.
It was a spectacular movie. Like, even if you aren't gay, it's so well acted. It's worth the watch just for that.
Yeah. So thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next one.